Branding like a band. When you have a brand, you have to think of yourself like the Wu-Tang Clan. When you think about Metallica, Guns N' Roses, AC/DC, Kiss. When you look at, if you look in anything, Coca-Cola, any type of brand that's a household name, the reason they're a household name is because they have brand recognition and they've stood the test of time. They have a reputation, right? They have a product that has been deemed by the public to be top notch. So for whatever space they're in, they've withstood the test of time. And that's why they popping off, right? So there's a few key things you need to do. You might be putting out content right now. You like, what's going on with the content? Why am I not, getting the reach I need to get? Most of the time it's because you don't have the type of content that's going to make people stop their scroll. And what I mean by that is when you up and down the timeline on whatever platform you on, and you scrolling up and down the timeline, right? You're going to notice that, certain things catch your eye, certain things don't. But when something catches your eye, and this is interactive, we live right now. If you got a question, a comment, or something about your business, drop it in the comments. If it's good, I'll highlight it. We'll get to it right here on the screen. But what I'm about to do, as people, try to chime in, we're going over the 5 secrets, right? 5 secrets that you may not know, or 5 tips to take your brand to the next level. So the first thing you need to do, like I just mentioned, all of these brands are known because of whatever they do it uniquely. There's something about them that makes them unique, while other people just, do the regular schmegler, or they're copycatting. And that's why people don't make it to the next level. Now, in terms of business, if you have, let's say you're selling t-shirts, let's say you're selling cell phones, let's say you're selling hats, whatever you're doing, right? You have to make an irresistible offer. When you watch a commercial and it says, sign up today, right? Let's just say I was just chopping it up with Matt. Apple Music will give you 3 months free. Amazon Unlimited, right? Everybody got Amazon Prime. You get the regular Amazon Music for free. If you didn't know that, download it. See, I just gave you some more games, save you some money on your streaming, right? But if you want to get, like when BOSSTALK album came out, I wanted to check out, and we'll get into that later too. We're going to do a quick review of BOSSTALK album. But when you go to the app, it says, yo, we give you 3 months for $1. And you're like, wait a minute, 3 months for $1? And then it's $9.99 a month after that. The reason they're doing that is because they just want to bring you in. They make you an offer you can't refuse, like the Godfather said, right? So when you do that, you're enticing the customer to spend money with you. You're enticing the customer to, make them, intrigued to say, yo, let me try this. What do I got to lose? It's $1, right? I'll listen to it for 3 months and then I cancel, you know what I'm saying? And I go to the next one. But the reason the company does that is because they're hoping to get you to stay, and that they gives them 3 months for you to get familiar with the brand, get familiar with the product, get familiar with the service, what they're doing over there. I like how the layout looks. I like that they let me play the music. They let me share it here. They let me do this with it. Let me do, one thing I like about Amazon, the way the lyrics scroll up, is dope, because you can make content just out of that. Sometimes like the Buster with K-Dot on there, with Kendrick, they're going crazy, right? The lyric video to that song is popping off because now with COVID, it's hard for them to make, an official video. A lot of the videos BOSSTALK got right now is green screen, stuff like that. It's on sound stages and stuff like that. So that lyric video, whoever dropped that lyric video is getting, just as much buzz as the official song. But the point I'm making is, whether it's Apple Music, Spotify, a lot of these meal services, DoorDash, anything that's going on, Uber Eats, Lyft, everything, they're going to give you an irresistible offer up front. That's to make it impossible for you to pass this up. That gets them, you become a lead for them, a warm lead, because you were able to accept the offer. They converted you from just a browser, from a window shopper, like my man 50 had that song, use a window shopper, right? They want you to peruse, and walk past that window, right? So just imagine like when we were kids, the starter jackets was out, right? So when the starter jackets came out, what did they do? They put them right in the window. and they put them in the window so you could see them. And what did you do? Or the new Jordans or whatever came out, you walk past that window every day. Like, yo, I want one, I want one, I want one. And then finally you either begged your parents or hustled up the money however you could get it, and you went in there and bought one. So just by them placing that stuff, or when we used to go to the record store and the poster at the new so-and-so, Jay-Z, whoever album is out, yo, it's coming out next week. Yo, I'm copping that, right? And all my people, shout out to all my people from Elizabeth, New Jersey. We had a record store called Vogel's, and everybody know Vogel's, right? The famous Biz Markie video, The Vapors, right? When Big Daddy Kane did the album signing, that was in front of Vogel's. So when I used to go there every week and I get a new tape, right? That was my thing. So whenever something new would drop, the guy in the store would tell me, yo, such and such coming out, Jay-Z coming out, Biggie dropping something, so-and-so, the Clue, the mixtapes and all of that. So that's how we stayed. That was our streaming service at that time, was physically going to get the tapes and and then eventually the CDs. But back to the brand, they make you an irresistible offer. So with that irresistible offer, that gets you to sign up. Now, once you do that, so if you have content that says, hey, 80% off or 3 months free or buy one, get one free or whatever, the company's purposely building in those losses. And this is where I want you to start thinking like a boss and not just like somebody who's scrounging around trying to get a few bucks. You're building a business. There has to be something called the customer lifetime value. And then there's the customer life cycle. Will a customer stay with you for the long haul? Put it like this. If you use, most people use Heinz ketchup or Hunt's ketchup, depending on the part of the country you're from, right? Hellman's mayonnaise, Tide detergent. Your grandmother used Tide, your mother used Tide, you use Tide. You know why? Because the brand has so much, you have so much loyalty to that brand, you'll keep using them forever, right? So whether it go on sale or not, you'll buy it. But if it goes on sale, right? That's the same thing. Every single person has seen a supermarket circular. They're getting ready to do it for Thanksgiving right now. Oh, you spend $99, we give you a free turkey. Oh, buy one thing of sweet potatoes, we give you, a whole thing of freaking greens or something for free. Everybody's giving you something, and it seems like you're getting something for nothing. But what they're getting your business because it's an invitation to earn future business from you. So you want to offer, figure out what your product is and try to price in that discount. So find something cheap, not cheap as far as in the quality of it, but cheap as far as low cost so that you can offer it for a very low price. And then that'll get you some customers. So once you do that, the next step is you have to use images or video that trigger an emotional response. And I'm giving you guys, this is game, man. People pay a lot of money for this game. Trust me, right? Right? Number 2. So you want to share this, right? Share this out to some people, man. Make sure you let people know what's going on. I see. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. You're on point. So just listen. Listen what I'm saying to you. You want to have content that triggers a response. Now, I'm going to give you an example. You see these commercials come on with the dogs, right? We've all seen them, right? Arms of the angel. In the arms of the angel. I love the dogs. I don't want Peter on me, right? Don't come for me, you know what I mean? But I was tired of that damn song. I'm going to just keep it real with you right now. I'm tired of that song. They ran that commercial to the tape pop, as we used to say, right? So the reason they did that is to drill it in your head. And when you see those puppies, what happens? You like, yo, man, why they got them puppies looking like that? Back in the 80s and 90s, they would have the Africans, and this is no disrespect to Africans. Everybody who's from Africa would tell you that they sell, right? They put the most, some village somewhere nobody ever heard of, and it's the flies was all on the people's face. That triggers an emotional response. Right now with politics, you got the Trump people, and then you have the Biden people. And so what do? They show an ad that's gonna, Biden's gonna shut the country down, or Trump is out of control, or whatever. So whoever you support, that's your thing. I'm not here to tell you who to support. This is not a political show, but we do cover political topics from time to time. But the point of the topic right now is that content triggers an emotional response. And if they can hook you emotionally, they got you, right? Something that makes you happy. Okay, I'm gonna give it to you like this. You ever see these blooper, like on YouTube, right? Somebody fall down the steps. On Instagram, World Star all day, somebody fighting. What's that? That's your curiosity. Or it's funny, right? Something happens, somebody walk in the door, somebody throw a pie in their face, boom, right? Somebody go, it's an icy on the step. When your boy Meek Mills fell down, perfect example. When Meek Mills slipped down the steps on the snowstorm, everybody shared it. It went viral. Why? Because it was funny. Not that we want to see him get hurt. Big shout to Meek, ain't nothing personal, but it was funny. He put it up there himself, right? So that's what I'm saying to you. Laughter is an emotional response. It's one of the best ones, because what happens with that? You share it, right? All these memes that's going around about Mayor Lightfoot out there in Chicago. They got her and then they got Beetlejuice. I mean, no disrespect. Like I said, don't come for me. I'm just reporting the news. You feel me? But these pictures, they look crazy, right? But when you put the meme there, everybody shares it because it's funny the way that the pictures is. So that creates emotional response. It triggers you and you take action. For you to share something to your followers, they're going to see it and they're going to share it to their followers. And it just goes on and on and on. Next thing, look at the TikTok dude. Perfect thing. He took that calming, like that Zen emotion. He's on a skateboard. His truck broke down. He was trying to get to work. He had the skateboard. He grabbed him some cranberry juice that he was going to probably have during the day to drink. And he's just, you know what I mean? He's got the music playing. And the rock song is on, and that's just that vibe, man. Everybody needed that. It was kind of like, damn, yo, I should do that. I don't even know how to skateboard, and I'm about to get me a skateboard. So I got some cranberry juice in the refrigerator, and I'm gonna drink me a juice, and I'm gonna get, you know what I mean? Because you just want that fresh air. It's like, like, yo, he chilling. Like, life ain't that bad. No matter how bad, yeah, we all getting shut down. It's Corona, it's all of that. But you can still do you. You feel me? You can still have a moment to yourself. It's going to be all right. And I mean, it went stupid viral. So you need content, whether that's an image or a video that's going to trigger somebody. So first thing you did was you gave them an irresistible offer. Then the content itself, a regular picture of you standing there, that's not going to work. But a picture of a cute puppy, or a picture of a baby, or a picture of a house burning down, or a picture of somebody jumping out of a plane, that's going to catch people's attention. And once you got their attention, now it's on you to reel them in the boat, right? Get them interested, right? You have to build awareness. You have to build interest before they're going to buy. So many people give up in business because they think, oh, you know, I posted it 2 times. Nobody bought it. Or I might have posted it and all my family supported it, but now they done already supported me. How many damn they gonna buy something? So what happens is you don't grow as a business because you don't keep trying, or you don't try things that are new, or you go out there and expand your brand, you know, to different avenues and different people. But the best way to do that is to trigger an emotional response. The news puts certain footage on TV for a reason. Why? It's going to stop you from clicking. Let's see what CNN, when the protest was going on. What was you doing? Oh, let me see what's going on. When it's a hurricane, right? That's fear. That's also empathy, because you're seeing these people house in their town is destroyed. You watch the same footage on CNN for 8 hours. No disrespect to CNN or no other network, but this is like late night ball talk. We keep it real. They're going to run those loops. And what you going to do? You're going to sit right there. You done called out to work or or whatever. And you went and got some lunch meat or whatever. You made some sandwiches and you watching CNN like, yo, this is crazy. Yo, look at this. And then you might flip over to another channel, see what they got. But you following the coverage of what's going on. And now with YouTube and Facebook and all these different Instagram and social media platforms, you can actually, there's a guy, you can follow it locally, right? There's a few avenues to do that. One is an app, it's called Haystack News. Big shout to them. If you got Roku, you can go right in the Roku store get that Haystack News channel, because guess what? I'm in an undisclosed location right now, but originally I'm from Jersey, New York, Jersey area, right? And we watch the local Jersey news when we catch a little bit of home. You get homesick a little bit. So I watch NJ12 News right from the crib. And, you can do that now. So there's a guy on YouTube. His name is Unicorn Riot. When all the stuff was going on in Milwaukee and Wisconsin, he had his YouTube lives. Big shout to Unicorn Riot. And he was getting the real deal from the people that lived there and the protesters and the activists and the people in the community. So while you could literally watch CNN over here and literally be watching him and like, how come they ain't getting this footage? How come they ain't, they're not showing it from the real perspective. They showing you the little bits and pieces. Like they had stuff on fire that's the guy zooming in. I literally saw one of these protests that had a trash can on fire, but the way the guy zoomed in, it looked like it was something big on fire. And then you caught it. He adjusted the camera and recorded it. Like, yo, this ain't nothing but a trash can. But they zoomed in and make it look like the whole street was on fire. And that's what they do, right? So you need to learn how not manipulate people, but you need to learn how to develop your content so that it catches people, right? So the next thing you want to do is your research. Keyword research. A keyword is a word that, like when you do these hashtags, there's hashtag research. And what these things are basically keywords that are searchable. So when somebody searches for that term, your content will be right there and it will pop up. So you have the regular keywords for your website, but then there's also, hashtags and keywords you can use, but make it relevant to your content. A lot of times people, what they're doing is they watch some of this content on YouTube or Facebook. Oh, this is the way that you blow up your Instagram account, right? And you're using all these hashtags because you see 10 million people, 100 million people use that. Guess what? Those 100 million people, that means it's 100 million pieces of content that's connected to that hashtag. Now, it might be something related that has 100,000. That 100,000 may be your lane right now. Maybe where you want to start at. You don't want to start at where it's 10 million people. YOLO, hashtag the good life, hashtag, I'm getting it, whatever. Come on, man. Everybody using the same hashtag. You might as well, you go right back to what you're doing, which is being one person in a sea of a billion people. And people's attention span is like that. Trust me, I got to deal with it right here on the screen on my platform. So people find themselves doing this outrageous stuff to get attention. But what you want to do is do your research. If you're selling hats, you want to do keyword research on hats, right? Snapbacks, you got bucket hats, you got, Scullies, you got, all of that stuff. You know what I mean? So that's what you need to do. Do your research. You feel what I'm saying? Somebody said they want to take the course. All right, that's what's up. You know what I mean? That's what's up. You know what I mean? We got the course coming. What you need to do is you need to text me, 213-444-5214, 213-444-5214, and we get you signed up, and then we get you information about the courses and everything that we offer. But for right now, I'm going to give you a couple more pieces of game. So we already established what you want to do is you want to have an irresistible offer, 80% off, 90% off. Stop being cheap. It's going to take money to make money, right? You say you're a boss, right? Well, you got to offer a discount, right? You got to offer a discount. You got to price that into you. If you ordered a certain amount of inventory, order an extra dozen shirts. I would always do it. You order an extra dozen shirts because you need to give those out to your influencers. You got local influencers. You got people right in your city. Big shout out to my man Anton, the influencer, right? One of Eastwick's finest. This dude know everybody, right? So you think right now with the bags over bills with my brand, he got his own brand, right? But you think you ain't networking with people that's, yo, man, here, boom, 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 boom. Yo, all you got to do is wear a t-shirt. It's 100,000 people that seen that. You know what I'm saying? So that's you. It doesn't have to be these celebrities all the time. There's people right around you who the people connect with, who or might just have some exposure or might be able to tap into an audience that you don't know about, or that maybe they don't know you that well, but they know him or they know her, and boom, right? That helps you get exposure, and then you show love back. And that's how we grow. But you have to do your research. So you're going to have an irresistible offer. You're going to make content that's going to trigger an emotional response, whether that's laughter. That's the easiest way to do it. Something funny, right? Don't be afraid to make fun of yourself. Have fun. Stop taking yourself so serious. Even quote unquote serious businesses look how many law firms do you see that got the craziest commercials in the game, right? You see what I'm saying? How many people do you see? So, number 4, right? Before we get out of here, make sure your product or service solves the problem. Now that's deep, right? I'm gonna let that marinate for a minute. Make sure your product or service solves the problem. It's too many people up here. That means the customer has an issue or a problem. They see your ad, it's interesting. They like the free offer or whatever you're giving away to get the business. And then they download your course, they download your ebook, they get your 10 secrets to the game, how you could change the game. And some people don't apply them. I'm not gonna lie, I download a bunch of stuff. I use some of it I don't. But you gotta make sure you can do what you say you can do. Because guess what happens when you don't? The word gonna get out. It's a lot of people on here. I ain't calling nobody out. It's a lot of people on social media talking about they the guru of this. They can teach you that. They know this. They know that. Nah, fam. Right? So, like Jay-Z said, they telling Trump that right now. We don't believe you. You need more people. And what is more people? Social proof. Right? Social proof. Like that means you can show people your personal success, and I could talk about that, but that's not what this live is about. And people you've worked with, people who've known you over the years, people who they've seen you bring success to, and that verifies what you talk. You don't have to talk much when you can show it with the proof. What's better than showing actual factual receipts? So make sure your product, it doesn't have to, cure cancer and all of that. What it needs to do is do what you say it's going to do. It could be something simple. I see some of the most successful courses be stuff that's nothing more than, teach you how to, be more confident on camera. I saw a course for that. Just teaching people how to be more confident, which is a big thing because this is the world we live in. If you think this world is going back to pre-corona where, you had 9,000 brick and mortar businesses that did the same thing, and you had all these, everybody got a conference and everybody got a seminar and everybody's a guru. You better get on it. You better get your tech game up, right? You better get your game up, and you better get a team. And we'll get into that on another live because you need a team. You need, whether that's a networking, promotional team, PR team. You need an internal team, to help you kind of develop a development production team. Whatever type of business you have to either create a budget to hire some people or get some interns. There's programs you can get through your state. Small business SBA, they have programs. There's money that's out there. I just saw one for the state I live in that they'll go half with you to fund at least 3 internships of college students, paid internships. They'll help you. They'll go half with you, right? So there's ways to get stuff done. You just got to do the research and the digging, and then your product has to do what it says it does. Stop trying to promise people the world. Just do something simple, perfect that, and then duplicate it and replicate it, right? And once you do that, you got to find the right social platform that fits your business. If you have a professional service, right? Let's say you do some type of consulting. Let's say you do graphic design. Let's say things of that nature. You want to be on a platform, maybe like a LinkedIn. Let's say you're an HR person. Let's say you're a IT person. Let's say you're somebody who does even digital media, because what do all these businesses need? They need digital media or social media managers. You want to advertise your services. Maybe you do coaching and training on different topics. Professionals, and that's called B2B, by the way. business to business. Then when people say B2B, you don't know what it is, it's all good. Just holler at me. I'll tell you what it is. It's business to business. So you're a business that provides a service to another business, not to the consumer. B2C is to the consumer. So you need a platform that fits that. Facebook is great, because we can do stuff like this, go live, you can build communities, you can target the right customers you want. But let's say Instagram may work more if you're doing like little quick bites of content and stuff like that. You want to post it to your story and all that. Pinterest is one of the most slept on platforms because it's, by certain people. Like, people think because the newest, latest apps is TikTok, it's people on Pinterest that's killing the game, depending on what you're doing. If you have like an Etsy shop where you're making things, buttons and little hats and scarves and all that kind of stuff, that's stuff that, if it's, I don't want to, offend any genders or anything like that, but it's mostly females on Pinterest, like 90-something% female. So if you're into something that either speaks to females or that is traditionally something females would like, promote it on Pinterest, right? People don't use, we share content on Facebook. We don't necessarily buy from Facebook, right? I got social media people that I hire, right? And you realize these things when you spend a little money. You got to spend a little money to learn some lessons. You're not going to get all the game for free. I'm giving you game right now. This is one of the few platforms that's giving you the game. I ain't asking you for email. I'm not asking you to buy nothing. I ain't asking you to download nothing. All I'm asking you to do is share this with the next person. How about that? And if you want some game, if you like what's going on here, join the community. 213-444-5214. 213-444-5214. We get you right? My team and I, we have what is called signature strategies. That means it's not the same strategy, and I done sold it to 1,000 people now. I'm telling you, step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, now you be a millionaire, and then you frustrated next month because it didn't work, right? So find the right social platform. How do you do that? You can either do some research. Look at the brands that are in your space, right? If you're making apparel, where's Supreme big at? Are they big on Instagram? Are they big on this? And maybe you're baking cakes, right? If you're baking cakes, you might be popping off on Instagram because food pictures, go stupid. Food, fitness, and fashion. But that's another live. This your boy Jay Gibson. I ain't gonna give you all the game on one show. I need you to come back and get some more. Hit me up. Follow me on all social media at Late Night Boss Talk, right? You see it at the bottom of the screen. And make sure you subscribe to the podcast too. We're on Apple, we're on Spotify, we're on Google, we're on Stitcher, we're on all that. But we need you there so you can get the game. Because this is Late Night Boss Talk, man. And it's after midnight. Because if it's after midnight and you ain't up working on your business, then you ain't down. So I'll holler at y'all on the next round. Peace. Ow! Let's get this money, y'all. Have a good weekend. Be safe. I get the buster on Monday. I can't break all that down right now. Hopefully we get these results by tomorrow. Because I'm tired of looking at them. I'm dying. If I see Nevada one more time, if I see Arizona one more time, and Philly, y'all got that off. That's all I'm going to say. Peace.